Hi everyone, well, this is CoinsKid. Going to dive into Vechain. Once again, thank you for your continued support. I really do appreciate it, okay? Thank you for the Patreonship. Thank you for everything you do. And I'm just going to straight away remind you of something, okay? If in doubt, zoom out, okay? Vechain, regardless of the pullback and the correction it's going through, the ABC correction which we gave you, forewarned you months ago now for Vechain, you can see that this is our projective target for Vechain. Now just take a look at this, okay? Take a look at this tweet that I did earlier. So this guy, Nick Allen, in 2011, sorry, on the 25th of October 2011, he put Bitcoin, this is on Twitter, Bitcoin down to $2.70 a pop. So glad I didn't buy in on that mess. And then and then this guy put, is this guy still alive? And then Nick replied a few days ago, alive but dead inside, bless him. So the thing is, the moral of the story is, if in doubt, zoom out. You can see where Vechain's going to. I don't need to go through the fundamentals or the tokenomics. There was a big write-up the other day from I think the Chinese government saying how such a wonderful project that Vechain is, and how it's making strides and moving forward in the space, and it's pioneering basically technology. So if in doubt, zoom out. And this is what I mean about, don't get bogged down with today's price action. You have projections, okay? Project forward, look forward, and think about the long-term prospects of these projects. See, a lot of people panicking and running for the hills. It's all wave theory, you know, Elliott wave theory. It works in waveforms, but it doesn't get there overnight. You've got to appreciate that and understand that, okay? Even when Vechain was breaking down here, we would have still had a wave 3 projection there. Okay, you wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, boom, see you later, ABC correction, bear market material right there. Or even if we don't get that and we just have a mild bear market and then a multi-year bull market again, who knows? No one can see into the future. A lot of people saying here, I remember a lot of people were saying here, we're never going to have a bear market, Vechain's going to keep going to the moon, and perhaps it would do, okay, and it might have, but I was foretelling you of an ABC correction just there, and it happened, and it's played out to a T, to an absolute T. It came a little bit lower than our targets initially, okay, but it has played out to a T. Right now you can see it's had a couple of good weeks where it's picked up off the bottom. We're actually above the 20 EMA right now on this week. We do need to see the week out above that particular level. We are forming some nice little reversal patterns. I'm going to go into them in a moment with you, but right now on the weekly we're looking relatively strong, aren't we? Like, we've had this reversal, we're getting this bottom, and we're starting to march onwards and upwards for Vechain right there, okay? Even if we was to roll over and enter a consolidation range where we hit a red on the 20 and hit a RAS on a 55, as long as we don't start to lose the 55, that if we do lose the 55 and hit a head on it as resistance, that's your big tick, that's your sell and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid, because effectively you're going to start entering a bear market, you're going to start hitting your head on resistance, and you're going to start and form that death cross on the weekly EMAs, that big sell and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid right here. But so far so good. ABC correction, starting to form a lovely reversal pattern right now for Vechain. We'll take a look at that at the moment. It's decisive, okay? This week is very important because a lot of patterns are starting to form on the W double bottoms. We've got MACDs on the dailies forming MACD bearish bullish crosses. Take a look at this. Look, we've got this bullish cross on the MACD for Vechain a couple of days ago on the 31st of May, just there. Yeah, yesterday, sorry, just there. The bullish cross on the MACD. That's a really, really big statement. If we get that now and that continues, look where the RSI is. We're all right in the floor for continuation. It's looking good. It's looking good. And right now on the daily time frame, I'm going to switch to another chart. We're forming a beautiful double bottom right here, okay? So on the daily time frame on Vechain, you can see this W double bottom starting to form, these high lows, so it's looking relatively good. You've got a level of resistance right there that you do need to see broken for Vechain, because obviously if you do, you're going to see more upside. You're going to see a reversal pattern play out. The good thing is for Vechain, okay, you're making these high lows. Look, even this structure where the candles are closing, okay, ignore the wicks at the moment, but you can see that these, where the body of the candles is closing, you're forming some kind of beautiful ascending triangle. There is a breakout target from there, obviously, as you're fully aware. We've shown you numerous times. You could see the break. This is where you could see Vechain, if it does continue to do something like this and breaks out eventually of this level of resistance, this way you could see the pump up there for Vechain. So I will give you them targets. You do need to see Vechain close on the daily above this particular level, because if you do, you're starting to break this key level of resistance right here, and you're starting to form this reversal pattern. And like I said to you, the art of these ABC corrections is finding the end of the C wave. And right now you've got the A, the B, and the potential C wave. Okay, now if we get the reversal structure of this C wave pattern. We know that this is the bottom of the C wave, and we know that from here we're going to start and form that fifth wave in Elliott wave theory, taking us up to roughly $1.50 in this bull run for Vechain. So this is why we need to validate this reversal structure right now, break this level of resistance, because if we do, this is where you're going to see Vechain pump up to this particular level right there of 18 cents, backtest and break through these EMAs on the daily time frame, because at the moment you can see you've got the bearish cross on the daily, you're hitting your head, and right there, that's why you've got rejected today. You've come up and hit your head on it as resistance. Do you see that? So this is why you need to see if Vechain does start to roll, it needs to hold this level of support before coming back up and having another go at that. As soon as you start to see Vechain close above that level at 13 cents on the daily, that's where you're looking at that lovely little pump and potentially reversal pattern complete, marching onwards and upwards, take out the B high, the all-time high, continuation, wave 5 into the latter part of the year here for Vechain in this bull run. So sit tight. Who says crypto is boring, eh? It as you're on the edge of your seat sometimes, doesn't it? So if Vechain, you do see Vechain go on and break 13 cents on the daily time frame right here, do expect a lovely little long opportunity of around about 35% before you run into a level of resistance, because that's a reversal pattern complete right there. Okay, beautiful pattern, beautiful reversal pattern that it's forming, but again, you're hitting your head on resistance, and that's normal. You're not going to get through it like a hot knife through butter. You are going to come back and have another go and get structure for continuation. And like I said to you, we've got the bullish cross on the MACD right there, the histogram's turning bullish. It looks good, it looks good on paper, but obviously to confirm it, we need to see the break of resistance right there for Vechain and get this ABC correction complete out the window, march onwards and upwards for Vechain right there. But obviously we always anticipate the break, and if you do start, this is why you come to your charts, okay, draw these support lines. If you do start to see Vechain close and lose this level of support right there, then I would anticipate at least coming down to retest this low. Okay, so if you do start to see Vechain come down and lose this level of support of this trend line, then do go short effectively. Okay, and we need to hold that low there, because if not, then potentially you're going to come down, retest that low, and then worst case scenario, this horrible wick low like that. And you can see that's why you're continuing to roll, potentially forming a bit of a double bottom before continuation. But that's a massive whopping correction from here down to retest that as a double bottom is another 65% correction for Vechain, and none of us want that. But this is why you have got to have everything in mind. Okay, but hopefully right now we have formed the C wave. Okay, the C wave is starting to look like it's complete, because we're getting reversal pattern right there for Vechain. So important that we hold this support and break this resistance, because if we do, see you later alligator, off to the beach for Vechain. So that's a little update for Vechain. I will try and get back to it every day for you, but that's just a quick update for today. Take care everyone, I'll be back tomorrow with another Vechain update. Bye bye.